I am going to show you how to get started with My HQ when you first join Tastely Simple. So you'll get two different emails when you first join. One to set up your My HQ, and I believe your second one will have your consultant ID. So once you follow those emails and get your My HQ created, um, this is going to be your consultant login to view any updates, get product information, start parties, check sales and orders, and all of that. So this is going to be your go-to. Um, when you first log in, you're going to see your favorites. I don't have any favorites set, but I will walk you through each icon so that you know what they're for, or at least like the most important ones. So when you first get logged in, you're probably going to have an option that says get started. You'll go through those steps to get your account set up. Um, Once it's set up, this is what you'll see. I'll go across the top here first. So month at a glance is a good one to see what's going on for the month. So right now it's August. You're going to see the client specials, any party themes that HQ uh, recommend. You don't always have to do those party themes. The August host special, you're going to see next month's client special, next month host special, any limited time offers, any dates to remember for any Facebook Lives, training calls, jump starts, anything like that. Over here, you'll see the marketing on your behalf. And this is if you decide to sign up with ProPay, um, which I highly recommend. That is, you get your first 2 months for free. After that, it is $13.95 a month. And that's where you will have your website, your marketing materials with multi-brain. Um, you will also get, they'll send out these emails on your behalf to your clients. Um, you'll see any sales challenges or sales incentives you might have for the month, anything about Party Palooza, and also some action plans. So those are kind of nice uh, to look at as well. They kind of give you just some ideas of what to look at for the month, any ideas for sales, and just what you can work towards. So that's pretty cool. And then this, now they do a webcast every single month on the Tastefully Simple Independent Consultants page. And they basically just talk about what's to come and the upcoming month. If you missed that, you can always come here at Month at a Glance to watch it, or go to the Independence Consultant Facebook page to find it. So the next icon is going to be your dashboard. This is a great way to see your sales, your team sales, just any stats here. You can also go to incentive trips to see how many points you have towards your Party to Paradise incentive trip and how you're tracking here. So that's pretty cool. Another thing is my messages. You will get a little red icon at the top when you get new messages. I find this really important to keep up with, because you might get updates on low stock items, any issues that might be going on with the website. This is how they're communicating with us. Um, just just stuff to constantly stay up to date. Um, you will get the weekly buzz, which I already have pulled up here, which gives some shout outs to people who are having some success in the business, updates on what's going on. They'll talk about opportunity calls, training calls, limited time offers, just different ways to promote your business, any sales going on in marketplace. You could check to see, look at the 500 Club video to see who has hit $500 or more each month. Just product updates, low stock, no longer available, dates to remember. So I find it extremely important to look at the weekly buzzes in your messages just to stay up to date, but also for any training opportunities that you'd like to take advantage of. So that would be in messages. If you earn any sales incentives or mostly sales incentives, but like there's Party Palooza, different things like that you have to take action for, you'll get a message and take action. Again, that'll be an icon up here. I don't really use these two, so I'm not going to talk about those because I don't use those at all. So the first four I do find important. Now you'll go back to gadgets. These are your gadgets over here. The most important one that you might use is going to be parties and orders. This is where you can go to manage your parties. You can see your host, their sales. If you click on to view catalog, you can see the clients who have ordered. You can get your party link here, calculate any parties you might book off of that party. I'll go into how to set up those parties and how to close them out in a different video, but this is just a great way to just stay up to date on what's happening in those parties. So if you go back to gadgets, it will bring you back to this page. This is where you'll start a party, start an order. You could view your upcoming parties, the parties that are closing, and keep in mind that parties that are 30 days past their closing date will automatically be closed out by HQ. So if you don't want those to be closed, if you want to extend those parties, make sure you go in and change those dates. You'll also see any new orders in my clients' orders and what party they were linked to there. I don't really use much of these down here. The top row is like probably the most important that you're going to use most often. You can go in here to check the stock status, but I mostly keep up with the stock status within the messages. So the top row here is probably the icons you're going to use the most. I'm going to go back up to products. I wanted to show you parties and orders first because that's probably the page you'll go to a lot when you have parties. So with products, you can go to product overview to look at the product informations. So there's a standard, a fall and winter they come out with, and this will give you the ingredients and nutrition facts for each product here. So this is a good reference if you have a client that asks if you could check to see if there's a certain ingredient in a product or how many calories or whatever. Also here, you can look at different information. You can play around here if you had any no gluten allergies here. The TS Eat Well, this has more information on that. Just trends of the season, just different things here that you could just explore. learn more about our products. There's a sponsoring gadget if that's something that you might be interested in. Compensation and programs. Here it just talks about different ways that you can earn some extra cash. So if you're just starting with Tastefully Simple, you can read about the Fast Start rewards, the TS Perks program. If you stop selling, you fall into the TS Perks program, but you can start selling whenever you're ready to sell again. Go to compensation, kind of talks about your potential earnings, and if you were to promote as a leader, what you could earn. And they have promotion plan sheets down here if you're tracking for a certain leadership. There's different tabs within that as well. So I've already talked about parties and orders. Reports is another tab that I go to a lot. I use reports to go to order listing. This is where you'll see all of your orders. You can filter them out with different months, a date range, year, and look at all of your clients' orders here. You can click on the link and you can see the products that they ordered. And then back to gadgets if you ever need to go back. On this page, you can explore and look at these different options. The only ones I ever really use on reports is the order listing, and I check the downline to look at my team here. So if you're building a team, you could click on the downline to see where they're tracking. Like I said, you can look through these, but those are the two icons I use the most is order listing and downline. Another good tab is the Market My Business. This is where you'll sign up for TS Connected and ProPay for the website and marketing materials. You can create e-newsletters. I haven't and don't. I don't use any of these. Get Social, I go there to click on Get Social, and it takes me to Multibrain, which I will create a video on Multibrain late at a different video and go into that separately. So to get to Multibrain, you will click on Market My Business, Get Social, and then Get Social again. That's all I use on this page. Feel free to explore. Like there's a PDF here that says Facebook tips. So it's always good there's always some tips and trainings that you might find along the way if you just explore. But to go back, you'll go back to gadgets. Another thing that I do, especially when I first start out, is go to customize my website. Here you'll be able to choose a file for your website, put in your contact information, put in your story. You can also get your website address here as well if you want to send people straight to your website. Back to, I use Marketplace. I do use that one to order business cards. So that's just going to take you into a pro shop and you can order business cards, apparel, all sorts of stuff. Banners, tablecloths if you do vendor events, some tabletop signs, a name badge, like a car decal, return address labels if you send out a lot of thank yous, which I do, stickers, more thank you cards. So a lot of times I wait until they run a special. like a discount code to order stuff, and I kind of stock up at one time. I know like Black Friday, you can stock up. I believe I got one of these things. I got this one for 50% off on Black Friday. You will get a message sometimes too if they're running a promotion from HQ. They'll let you know, like, hey, Pro Shop has a percentage off, and you can go in and save some. So you'll go to that by clicking on Marketplace under Market My Business. You can explore. I don't really use a lot of these other icons here. Mostly I use Get Social, customize my website. Occasionally I'll go into marketing and just kind of get ideas if you're interested in vendor events. Back to my gadgets. There's a leadership tab. Unless you become a leader, you probably won't see that on yours. There's an incentives and specials. So this is just like you saw on a lot of these were on the month at a glance, but you'll be able to go in and see like the host specials, client specials. These are for you. These are like the sales incentives for the month, like just opportunities for you to earn some extra incentives. Party to Paradise, the Jill Challenge for your host, for clients. So if you actually click on one of these, you will be able to see in detail what those host rewards are. You can get images and Get Social for them. If you have any tasting parties, you can get a tabletop. Clicking on this. So just something that you can print out, stick in a folder, put in one of those clear stands, or just lay on a table. Let's get to use. So back to gadgets. You can see like the July sales incentives here. If you sell a certain amount each month, you can earn some free stuff from Tastefully Simple, and it gives the details on that. Recognition, I have not explored with. So I'm not going to talk about that one since I never go there. It's probably, cancel. It's probably going to be something with leadership. So I probably should start looking into that. You'll want to go to training and support. This is where you'll get a lot of training for selling, sponsoring, just different things to grow your business. So when you actually first get started and set up HQ, get your ProPay going, get your website set up, I highly recommend going through these when you have free time, because you can definitely get a lot of great information on this. I've gotten so many great ideas of how to do tasting parties, events, vendor events. There's just a lot of great resources here. If you're interested in sponsoring, and then there's more training information down here as well. If you do the Ready, Set, Goal, there's probably going to be some. I'm going to just go ahead and click on it. So you're going to see your like weekly planners. You might see some leaders talking about this 90, well, no, that's a daily planner. There's a 90-day planner as well. So if you decide to join Ready, Set, Goal, it's going to be a Zoom call series. I think it's typically 2 calls, and you'll go through these videos and do some worksheets, but I highly recommend that the next time that they offer that, to sign up for that. So that was under goal setting. So definitely go through these icons if you haven't already, but especially when you first get started in HQ, and you will get a lot of great training for here. So definitely highly recommend that. And the last tab is where you'll be able to go and look up all of your past clients. So the only thing that I use on this one is the address book. And this is where you can look up clients by last name, first name. You can look up your host and the clients who have ordered under that host party, when they last ordered. If you had a phone number and you're trying to figure out what client it belonged to, you can even look up by a product name. So, for example, I can type in garlic. This is going to give you the time, the date range. So I'm just going to see who all ordered garlic for me in 2021. Hit search. Might take a minute. There we go. And these are all of my clients who have ordered garlic from me. You'll get their name, their address, their phone number, email, all of that. Their order total, their order information, who is the host, etc. Whether they're opt-in to receive your marketing emails or not. So, and you can also see everything that they have ordered. You can even click on their order number and it will bring up their order. So that's about it. That's everything I use. Like I said, I go to dashboard a lot. I'm constantly checking my messages. I will go to parties and orders and look at this first row, reports to look at the order listing, market my business for Get Social, to Multi-Brain. And if you have any questions at all about how to find something, or if you think that I may have left something out, feel free to let me know. And I'm definitely always here to help. Up here, you'll see your sponsor's name, any recent awards that you may have earned. And usually here's the banner of any top topics that HQ might want to share with you. So it can look overwhelming at first, but once you get used to the places that the resources that you use the most, it's not too bad. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. And let me know if you have any questions at all, if you need help finding anything. I'm always available. Just shoot me a message.